Do you want to be here? Neither do we. That's why we call it the Obligatory. We talk about farts, food, Myke's kids, $5,000 beds, girls, comedy, and Kermit's butthole. Yeah, maybe the facts aren't right, but here's the Obligatory podcast with Kermit and Myke.
And welcome back. This is episode 73 of the Obligatory podcast with Kermit and Myke. This is Myke.
I'm Kermit.
And you can check us out on Google, iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, and if you're feeling really the need to see us, you can check us out on, well, I guess that was YouTube, huh?
No, you can say Patreon.
What about Patreon, Kermit?
Well, they get to get the episode one day early.
One day early. For those of you who definitely can't wait till Thursday to hear our mindless dribbling about nothing.
Gosh, that's what we have to push on that damn thing.
We gotta push.
We gotta do something.
We gotta do something for our. Do we actually have Patreon people?
We have 3 people now.
3 people. Who are they?
I don't.
Can you tell me after the show?
Yeah,
Okay.
sort of. I gotta look it up. I think I wonder who pulled out. Like they're like, yeah, you know what, we're done.
I honestly didn't think we had anyone anymore because I think when we first started doing Patreon, like people signed up. And I was like, oh, wow, this is going to be every month. And then I think once they saw the reoccurring bill, they were like, nope, only meant to do it for 1 month.
And the sad thing is, it was $1. They're like, no,
Nah.
we're done with this.
They give the homeless guy on the corner of OBT and Orange more
Than our Patreon.
I lied. There's no corner for OBT and Orange.
It's just a
I don't
long
think OBT
out.
and Orange intersect.
Is that? Wait, OBT and Orange? No, they don't intersect. What the hell, man?
I'm sorry, man. It's been a long week.
For what?
Just been a super long week, man. Just I'm stressed. It's the last
You get your
Summer's
your kids go
wrapping
back
up.
to school, so you're good. You get your freedom in the morning.
That doesn't change anything, man.
What do you mean? You get your freedom in the morning.
There's no freedom
You don't
for
have to
me.
cook for them and shit like that. You just like
Dude,
send them away.
No, that's not how it works. All of a sudden you're into, oh man, we got to wake up. We got to drive them to school. We got to take care of this and this.
Where's
and
the
this,
bus?
And I go pick them up. I can't put them on a bus yet. They're not bus kids.
What do you mean they're not bus kids?
They're not bus kids. They've never
When were
been
you a
on
bus kid?
When did I start riding?
Exactly. When you're like first able to walk.
Yeah, I grew up in a tougher time. We were tougher kids.
So what? So you don't put them
Let me rephrase that. I love my kids more than my parents love me. I think that's the basis for what I'm trying to
Is that
get
what it's
to.
going? So you're not gonna let them ride the bus?
Man, I got bullied on the bus a lot when I was a kid.
That's part of growing up.
That is part of growing up, and look how it scarred me. I'm 42 years old, still talking about it with you. You know, there's a difference between that's part of growing up and something that sticks with you till you're a grown-ass man with kids of yourself and still think back to, I got bullied on the bus.
What was the worst you got? Do you ever got like smacked in the back of the head or some shit like that, or get the seat kicked?
Nah, I mean, those were all just basic stuff, but one guy bit me.
You're in high school?
Yeah, it was, no, it wasn't high school. It was elementary school. And some kid bit me. And the funny thing is he didn't even speak English. So that started my Latino Caucasian relations.
Oh, great. So
Yeah.
that's where the hate came from.
First Latino I meet, he fucking bites me. What's up with you people?
That's how we say hi.
As you over there sucking down your coconut water 100%. What's the deal with coconut water?
It's just delicious.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Does it taste good?
You never had coconut water?
It's like, what, you think all white people go around drinking coconut water?
You never had coconut water?
I've never had coconut water.
Don't stare at it. Take a sip like a drug.
Yeah, I know.
How do you not have coconut water? You live in Florida. Look at you about to fucking throw up.
How many coconuts do you think there are in Florida?
A lot.
You think so? Ew. Oh, that's fucking disgusting. Why the fuck would you drink this?
What do you mean? It's delicious.
Man.
Are you serious? You really hate it?
Oh, it's like the aftertaste of aftertaste. It's like you've had something horrible, and then you had the aftertaste of that something horrible, and then 5 minutes later, you can taste the aftertaste of what you had tasted that was horrible. What the fuck's wrong with you drinking that shit?
You're so white.
It's horrible,
It's
man.
good for you, man.
It's good for you.
Yeah, man. Let's see. It has no sugar.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, no sugar and
Oh.
yeah. It's good, man. It's good potassium.
Yeah. So I'll eat a banana. I don't need to drink
Shove a banana
coconut
in your
jizz.
culo. But
That's crazy.
yeah, man. Agua de coco. It's
How
good.
often do you drink that?
Probably once a week. They're expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a thing? Like the better it is, the worse it tastes, the more expensive it is.
Is that your
out?
analogy on our coconut water?
I guess, man. I don't know. I gotta get healthy though, because I slipped. I fell hard off the fitness train.
You think?
Yeah.
I saw some photos.
Yeah.
I was like, what the?
Yeah. No, believe me, dude. I see those photos too. It's sad. I need to.
I mean, I'm not one to talk because I don't do shit during the summer. So
I think I was down to. I think I got down to 175 or 176 when I was working out at the beginning of the year, and now I'm right back up to like 190. So.
Damn.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Don't play with my drugs, man.
Yeah, what the fuck are these things?
It's called Boom Boom Sticks.
Tell me a little. Okay, for those of you not watching, these look like these look like if you were congested, you would grab this and stick it up your nose.
Yeah, the Vicks things.
So what is it?
It's all natural,
Is it like
energizing inhaler.
Is it coconut water for your nose?
No, it's like, well, yeah, you know what? It kind of is.
What is it?
So it's kind of like a pick me up.
So have both of these been up your nose?
No, not these ones. I just went like that. I just kind of.
Oh, just play around with it.
Yeah.
It looks like lipstick or chapstick.
So go ahead and open it up and take a little sniff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be worse than the coconut
No,
water?
it's supposed to give you energy.
Just like this.
Yeah, don't shove it up your nose. Just like kind of just like drift it.
Just like right there. And
Yeah, just kind of. I didn't say to put it in your nose. No, I didn't. You fuck. You put it in your nose.
No, I thought.
No, I meant like right next to your nose,
I thought
bro.
that's what it's shaped for.
Like that.
You're not supposed to inhale it like
yeah,
that?
if you, I just figured you wanted to smell it before you shoved it in your nose completely.
You are terrible with directions.
No, I said drift it like this.
What the fuck? No one has ever held something and said drift this in front of your nose.
Yeah, like that, like that.
Dude, I'm an 80s kid. You tell me to put something out my nose, I'm gonna snort it.
So, it's supposed to give you kind of like a natural high, kind of like
I
energized.
should have brought my glasses. I can't even read. What's this?
What are you trying to read? I'll
Ingredients.
Read it for you.
Menthol. That's always good. That's
Yeah,
stuff
it's
that,
menthol.
Menthol. That's stuff that burns like your sinuses.
Natural flavors, peppermint.
Natural Why would I care about natural flavors if it's going through
It's
my
like
nose?
it's like those oils that you like people light in their house and they kind of like.
Yeah. Spearmint oil, eucalyptus oil, lots of oils. Pepper, great. My nose is gonna get zits. All this oil. Directions: unscrew cap. Inhale vapors in each nostril. Repeat as desired. Usage: inhaler best used within 30 days of first opening. Though pleasant, aromatic vapors remain present for up to 3 months.
I find it funny how easy it was for you to do drugs right now. It wasn't like you didn't put up no kind of fight.
These aren't even drugs.
But like, what if it was? You were just like, just shove it in my nose.
Look, dude, there's only 2 types of drugs I really did on a regular basis, and one was ecstasy.
You did ecstasy on a regular basis? What do you mean?
Regular to me was like maybe once or twice a month.
That's okay.
But it was for a short span of my life, like a 3-year.
How do you do X?
It's a pill. You just
it's a
take it.
pill?
Yeah.
So what's the whole tablet thing?
Wait, tablets are pills.
Oh, no, like people like it's on paper.
Oh, a lot of people crush it up. Some people crush it up so that it like absorbs quicker into your system. So they'll take a pill and like crush it up. Oh, you mean
So
acid? You're talking about acid.
Acid is the
Acid
tablets.
is different. Acid you do on a sugar cube, or they can make it like a little sheet, almost like those breath strips that you take.
That's what I've seen. That's what I've seen people do. Okay, so that's considered.
That's acid.
So wait, ecstasy and acid are not the same?
No,
Explain.
but I have done both.
And explain this.
Okay, they're not. Ecstasy.
Well, I believe you. I'm just asking.
Ecstasy just makes you. It contains MDMA, which was actually first used as a drug in counseling. Like it made you open up and have conversations and everything else.
I need you to eat this pillow while you talk to me.
Acid is the shit that makes you trip and see shit that's not there.
Okay.
So yeah, big difference.
So take me down the road of Myke's acid days. What? Where were you?
Yeah.
How much did you do?
The first time.
And what was your first trip?
The first time I did acid was because we had gone out and couldn't find anyone with ecstasy.
No, that makes sense.
But some guy at the club was like, "Well, I got some sugar cubes," and we're like, "All right." So
like sugar cubes, like you drop in like you drop in a coffee or whatever, or tea.
Yeah, exactly. And what they do is, since acid sometimes comes in liquid form, they go ahead and put that on the sugar cube, and that's how you put it in your mouth and you let it like melt down in your mouth, and then bam, you're on acid. It's not that hard. It's not like heroin.
Well, I figured
it's not like heroin where you got to have a whole like medic kit to like got to warm up the spoon and get the rubber wrapped around my arm and do the needle and blah. But yeah. So and let me just say, two totally different trips or feelings. When I'm on ecstasy, I just get very talkative and have great conversations, and people rub your back and you're like, oh, that's amazing. Some people are just in it strictly for the sex is amazing, stuff like that. I just always liked, it's almost like a truth serum. So you're sitting there with people and you're just like, imagine just having like an amazingly open eyes conversation where no one lies about shit.
It's called the Obligatory Podcast. Yeah.
No, you can't even say that, because as soon as we shut off these mics, how many times do we have conversations that we can't talk about?
Well, it's mainly name dropping, but still.
Well, it's name dropping, then other personal stuff going on that we're like, there's people who would listen to this that would find it entertaining, and then there's people that would find it too entertaining. But yeah, so I just remember on my acid trip, we went to all the same clubs where everybody else was doing ecstasy.
Was this here in Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
While we were on acid, we were at these clubs where people were doing ecstasy. I just remember being on acid, watching all these people, and it hadn't really hit me yet. But I was just watching them going, they all look like idiots while I'm on it. Because, at that point, nothing had happened yet.
They all look like idiots, and you're naked on the dance floor.
Pretty much. But then we went back. My buddy had an apartment. He was living by UCF. And we went back and we hopped in the pool at his place.
That's always smart.
And I'm just sitting on the side of the pool watching the water, because the water's kind of doing like...
the waves.
Yeah, it's making patterns for me, though.
Okay.
And I'm just like, how have I never noticed the water does this before? And then he had his sunglasses on for some reason. He just walks up. He's like, rah, rah, I'm a dinosaur. I'm like, stop it, dude. Stop
wow.
it.
You guys are really tripped out.
Yeah. And then we went to see Mission Impossible. And I think it was 2. We were still kind of coming down. And so we went to see Mission Impossible, either 1 or 2. And we got that row where you sit right behind the handicapped wheelchairs back in the day.
Yeah.
They had the rail, and you always try to get in there because you got that footrest going on. And we were there, and the movie started, was like, boom. And like the first explosion, it had the red curtain drapes on the side of the theater. And those things, I saw them come in close and like all the way back on the wall. Just do this thing where it's like boom, and they made waves and
Wouldn't that make you throw up?
Not at the time.
Like that's like a kind of like a 3D kind of thing going on in your head.
Yeah, it was a weird 3D thing. And
I would have threw up.
To this day, I still don't know if that movie is the best or worst movie I ever saw, because it was.
So it's not like alcohol where you black out drunk and then don't remember things.
I didn't.
So you remember everything you did.
I like to think so. I don't know.
Oh,
but there's different levels too. Like some people are like, when you do acid, you really got to be around good people who have done it before, because you'll hear all the time people talking about bad trips, and it really does, whatever mood you're in, like alcohol, it just, increases it.
Okay.
Even though they say alcohol, it's a depressant, most of the time you go out, you're in a good mood, and you start drinking because you're in a good mood, and you just get happy drunk, But then as the night wears on and you get your bar tab and everything, then you start coming down, you're like, I don't feel good. But with acid, like it really does affect like whatever's going on in your head. So if you're having bad or negative vibes and thoughts, then you'll get to see some scary ass shit. Like, it's not a lie that there's people who have been out there, like they think stuff's crawling on them and they start like scratching.
Wait, so you're doing acid or meth now? Because isn't that like a meth level?
No, I think I've never done meth, so I can't speak for it. But with acid,
our Daytona listeners,
with acid, you really think stuff is there, and that's why you're going for it. With meth, I heard that it actually does cause your skin to itch, like you feel itchy, and that's why they start picking.
Because fertilizer, you idiots, and chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like bleach and like Drano.
Yeah,
I think that's how they make meth.
Yeah, so I've only done like acid twice, and ecstasy quite a few times, and then,
what's quite a few?
Like more than
like a year, like a full year, just like tripping balls.
I'd say it was like a different time in my life. It was a span of my life. Dude.
Last year?
No, not since. I haven't done anything since the kids, man.
Oh, okay.
So,
at least what, 8 years ago?
Over that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe slipped up 1 or 2 places, but
You ever did comedy on that?
Ever do comedy on drugs?
Yeah, well, on acid or
dude,
whatever.
I won't even go on stage.
Ecstasy.
I don't even go on stage if I've been drinking. Like, remember?
Well, that's a lie. I seen you.
No,
drink.
no. A couple of weeks ago, we did that open mic.
Oh, usually it's by accident and you go up on stage.
That was by accident.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
But like
I got
a paid,
you. But a paid gig, no.
A paid gig, no.
Okay.
And there's plenty of guys who can do it. There's plenty of guys who can go on stage and
I can't.
They actually enjoy being a little bit, intoxicated.
I don't like it.
I can't do.
I slur and I forget my set.
I've always
automatic.
Yep.
I'm like, oh.
Yep, and that's the thing. Even if it wasn't the drink that made me fuck up, I'm like, after the show, I'm like, it's because I fucking drank.
The worst bombs have been at the Improv because I'm drinking.
Really? Mm-hmm. I never pictured you for one of those guys.
Because everyone says, take a shot.
Was it early on?
Yeah, take a shot. It'll make you not so nervous.
Yeah.
And that nerve doubled because I was like, the shot's not working.
Now you're worried.
And now I don't know what I'm talking about. And now I forgot my entire set. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And, there's plenty of guys out there that are like, man, I drink on stage all the time. It doesn't affect me. I'm like, I've sat and watched your show. It does.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Ken was just here a couple of
days ago. Oh, man. Ken knows I love him.
So you never did X or anything on stage?
No.
Oh, that'd be weird. That'd be funny to watch.
I don't even there's plenty of comics on the scene. I think it's all over it.
You guys like firewallers? How about a fire myself?
Check out this dragon. Yeah.
Bring yourself on stage.
Yeah, there's guys on the scene, and them, like, the marijuana is like just acceptable, and there's plenty of guys that go up high and everything else, but I don't like that for a couple of reasons. Number one, like, I understand a lot of guys use it to write, and that's fine. Like, they go get high and sit around, right? But a lot of the guys that show up at like open mics and showcases and stuff and watch other comics or even regular shows, I feel like they're so fucked up at those shows, and we've seen it happen, where they go home and write a new joke, and it's like, you gotta tell them, like, dude, so-and-so does that joke. No, I just came up with that. No, that's because you're fucking high at open mics watching other people's shit, and it slips into your mind, and then when you fucking sober up, you're like, look, I wrote a new joke. No, that's not how it works. And it's happened far too many times for that not to be the case, and that's plausible deniability I gotta put out there. Otherwise, I just gotta assume you're a fucking joke thief. At least I give you the excuse of, oh, he's high all the time.
Right.
But what about you? Drugs?
Nah, man.
Clean and sober your whole life?
No, I'm gonna say that. I recently tried marijuana or weed.
Really?
Yeah.
Like with a vape pen or something like that?
I did the vape pen. The problem with me is I don't know how to smoke. So I end up eating the smoke, and then I almost feel like my chest is on fire.
I am right.
And I'm dying. And everyone thinks it's hilarious. And I'm like, yo, just teach me.
I'm right there with you.
And no one wants to teach you.
I'm the only one in my family that doesn't even smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about my immediate family. Like, the boys aren't smoking yet. They're just doing coke. But like, out of my parents and my brothers, I'm the only one who doesn't smoke. I never learned to smoke. And then even with weed, it was always like this big process when I would go over to my friends' houses. There'd be one guy with the baggie, one guy with like the CD case and cutting stuff up. And then, is there anything more than disgusting than watching this guy take like a joint,
and then
put it in his
puts it in his
mouth?
mouth? Yeah, that shit grossed me out too.
And then I'm gonna fucking smoke that. I don't even like coconut water, dude. Back the fuck up, And then when there'd be like the little steel pipe, and they're like, okay, here's what you gotta do. And it's like, you gotta put your thumb over that, and you gotta like this, but you gotta pull away, and don't burn yourself, and don't inhale too hard because you'll catch in. It's like, dude, I'm stressed. You guys offered me weed to calm me down, but the process of taking weed is the thing that's stressing me out. Yeah. So basically, I'd be fine.
I did a bong once, and I almost died.
When you pulled a little...
I didn't know what that was a horrible experience.
Yeah.
And then, just every smoke experience has been awful. I had never had it like, oh, that was good.
Yep. It's always
burns, it hurts, and I'm dying.
And because you don't smoke on a regular basis, you got all that little cilia hair in there.
I guess. I don't know
so
what
when you inhale,
means.
we're not smokers have burnt out all those little, on mucous membranes like your nose.
Oh, really?
You got these little fine hairs.
I didn't know that.
That are used to like trap like, microscopic particles of dust and
everything. Is this bro science or this legit?
This is legit.
Okay, because we're pretty famous
like
for that.
When you're like inhaling, smoking, those things curl up, they die and shit like that.
Okay.
So, but if you're smoking for the first time, they're there and they're sensitive. So all of a sudden you hit them with a bunch of smoke, and that's what makes you like cough and gag and everything like that.
Dude, no. It's horrible.
So I've been high a couple of times, but I don't care for it. And then someone years ago introduced me like vaporizers back before they were vape pens. It was like a box you had to bring around with you and put the weed in there. And it was like a little, like it was a cube size thing that you had to plug in. Like basically think of what you have now, like a vaporizer.
Yeah.
But it was the box and you had to put physical weed into it, not like an oil or anything like that. And this box would actually take, was it THC in marijuana?
Right.
So you would put the weed in this box and then it would heat it up and turn it into a vapor and you would inhale that. But when you went to empty the box, the weed, it still looked like marijuana in there. It just had no drug in it anymore. The THC had been vaporized. So this guy would get high, and then he would go sell that stuff off to, like, stupid high school kids because it still looked perfectly like weed. But, of course, you know, most of the good shit's out of it.
Right.
And, yeah, so I never got into, like, the smoking thing with marijuana and stuff like that on the regular basis. And plus, I don't like how it makes me feel. Like,
nah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I like things that speed me up, not things that make me feel like you're in a conversation, you're waiting for someone to return, and then you find out they never left.
I don't like that yo-yo effect. Do you
What
get
do you mean?
that?
What do you mean?
Or just like everything feels like it's like fucking yo-yo.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't like it. Makes I'm fucking gonna throw up.
Yeah.
So I don't like it.
Yeah.
So my experience has been shitty. So I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Stick to alcohol.
I tried. I really tried. I was like, let me see, and I was like,
Because it's around everywhere. Like,
well, like, and most of the fighters now, they're all about smoking weed and like doing CBD and all that bullshit because it's supposed to like relax their muscles and like help recovery. And I'm just like, I don't like this fucking feeling, man. It sucks. Like, you don't support it? I'm like, no, fuck it. Just give me ibuprofen and call it a day.
Yeah. You're not big on, like, any painkillers or anything like that, are you?
Not big on it, but I will take it. I'm not against it.
You'll take it like...
Hell yeah, I'll take
like
it. If I have a headache or anything, I'm taking...
You've had injuries and stuff like that before. You're not afraid of, like, getting addicted to, like...
No.
Oxycontin, anything like that?
No, I'll take it, and then once it's done, it's done.
Yeah. That's like me too. I don't really, when it comes to like alcohol, like I'll go weeks without having a drink and not even, it's not like I have to be out every night. I don't keep, like, I've bought beer for the house if like my dad's coming to visit and, you know, we can have a couple of beers, sit by the pool or something like that. But I'll have those same beers in there like a month and a half
That
later.
shit will sit there forever.
Yeah, because I don't drink at home. I keep it for.
I got a full liquor cabinet. I don't even touch it.
If I have company or something like that, but I'm not like every night going, man, I need to pour myself a Jameson and sit down and unwind, having myself a nightcap. You know, I'm not like that. So when it comes to like drugs and alcohol, even when I decided I didn't want to do ecstasy anymore, I was just like, I'm not doing that, and that was it. You know, I think my problem with addiction comes into like other stuff, like I'm
food.
Yeah,
that's like, everyone though, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know because like I think the secret with food, and like we were talking before the show, or what did we mention this now? I'm like,
no, we talked about it on the show.
Oh, what?
Wait, about you falling off the wagon, kind of deal?
Yeah, was that while we were recording today?
Yeah.
See, I got that short-term memory. That's
you're starting to sound like me. Come on now.
That's that acid and ecstasy. So yeah, I'm up like I went when I was in shape at the beginning of the year. I was 175. Now I'm back up to 190, and it's like I know fast food is horrible for me, and yet with my schedule and my day going, like the problem is to eat healthy. You actually got to plan that shit out.
Well, of course, like everything.
You can't just end up somewhere hungry and you're going to be okay. Because everybody will tell you your options. Like, oh, well, you can still be at a fast food place and you can get this and this and this. I'm like, bitch, I will still be hungry after that. I can't order a Big Mac and just eat the lettuce.
You can't just go somewhere, you get a salad?
I hate salad, dude.
You hate salads?
I hate salad.
Come on, man.
Despise salad. And
get a damn chicken salad.
It doesn't fill me up. I do. I like chicken Caesar salads.
No,
I do.
Shut
but
up, Royce.
You know what? When you're trying to eat healthy, you're like, oh, okay, I'll have a chicken Caesar salad today. Then next day, you're like, guess I'll get a chicken Caesar salad. By third day, you're like, fuck it, dude. I can't do salad today. I can't do salad.
I guess I like eating salads throughout the week.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
Yeah, but look at you with your coconut water and your fucking.
But no, man.
Your boom boom inhalers.
You're making it sound like I'm a fucking I'm like perfect right now. I'm not.
Nah, you're not. You're not perfect, but you're not close to dying either.
Are you going back to a physical for the doctor?
I got to, man. Should we do that as a live podcast? Myke goes to the doctor for the first time since he's 12.
Shit, that'll be dope. The doctor won't let you record it.
Why not?
Oh, just record the audio.
Yeah.
He won't listen to the podcast.
No, who does?
Just record the audio on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
You hit that record button, you'll be good.
Yeah. So, well, hopefully if I don't die, I'll be here next week for episode 74.
When are you going?
I don't know. I still don't have anything scheduled.
You make it sound like you had something scheduled.
No, I was just talking about like death coming for me between now and next week. Yeah. But hey, you must be kind of happy. Is this because back to school next week? So does that mean summer camp ends next week for you
Summer
guys?
camp is over.
Is it already over?
No, I got 3 more days.
What you got planned for the biggie? You got anything left to close out the summer? Any big trips or anything?
No, we got Chief coming over tomorrow.
Oh yeah, with his
snakes and bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do his snake show, and then he'll do his jokes. And
you gonna yell out all the punchlines?
Unless he changes his set, because this is the 3rd time. I already know all his set. I was like, I know. Like, here comes the Trump joke. Here comes the snake and a bit joke. Yeah. So unless he changed it up, I doubt it. And then we're just doing a pizza party and then calling it quits. But then I'm just right back to working out again.
Nice, man.
Working out the regular
Have
schedule.
you put on some weight over the summer?
Hell yeah, I have.
Yeah, what do you think you're up to? Or you just feel it? You don't
Oh,
really
I feel it. And
yourself?
I got the Chichos. Chichos, man. Like the side love handles.
You didn't have those at the beginning?
No,
of the
I didn't have those in the beginning of the. I got them now. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Is that why you hit me up today? You're like,
Yeah, like do it in
gym?
the gym. Yeah.
You hit me up, gym? Question mark. I'm like, it's a building. You're like, no. Do you want to go to the gym? I'm like, I tried to sidestep this.
I wore a wife beater and I went to work out, and wife beaters just they let
show
you know.
everything.
Yeah, I was like, what the.
It's like superhero spandex for regular people.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, what is that?
You saw yourself in the mirror.
I saw myself in the mirror and I was
unflattering
like,
angle.
I was
You're
like,
good thing I'm all alone in here.
So I did my 30-minute workout and I ran out of there.
You're like, good thing I have a girlfriend because I wouldn't be able to get one with this body.
Dude, not right now. I'm built like a gummy bear.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Marcus Crespo.
Is that one of his jokes?
No.
Oh.
He just loves gummy bears.
Okay.
You ever see his
Oh, I know he loves gummy bears.
Facebook page? People keep bringing him gummy bears.
They just want him to
gummy
die from diabetes. They just want him to be the comedian with that lost a foot.
bears. Yeah. He's like, I lost 80 pounds. They took my leg.
Is that one of his jokes too?
No.
I feel like these are all one of his jokes.
No, that was just a diabetes thing. But, oh, man. Yeah, like we got off from recording last week, and we had talked about you going out to Vegas. Preacher, you flew out there to watch the, what match was it?
UFC 239?
UFC 239, and you got to train at awesome exclusive gym and everything else, or just take the tour?
I got a tour. I didn't really train, yeah.
But what we talked about afterwards, I didn't know this. I knew Preacher had bought a Tesla.
Yeah.
And then you told me your friend who you're staying with had a Tesla.
Yeah.
And I knew about Teslas, but one of the things I guess I just missed is I had no idea they could drive themselves.
It's amazing.
And now that's been the only thing on my mind all week. Like, I need to get a Tesla.
Dude, you type in your coordinate, whatever, your directions.
And who was this? Your buddy let you drive his?
Yeah.
So where did you drive? Where did it drive you?
We drove from, did I drive at night or during the day? I forget when I drove. We drove somewhere from his house to somewhere else.
Like in Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas. And I was on a busy highway.
And you didn't touch
And I didn't touch the wheel.
So you're sitting in the driver's seat.
Yep.
And he just, as soon as you get in the car, he opens up. It's like an iPad right there.
Yeah, everything's interfaced with the iPad. And then it works. It's weird. So it works off of like a brake system. So the more you brake, it like the energy converts back into the engine. So yeah, so there's no engine. There's no rev. You know what I mean? Like you step on the gas, it revs up. No, it's just zoom. It's just, and then if you let go of the gas, it's not like you get to drift. The brake kick in and it kind of like jerks you a little bit. So it's very.
So driving it manually is kind of difficult. There's a
super difficult. There's a learning curve. You can't just like let go of the gas.
And think I'll coast.
Yeah, you can't coast.
Yeah.
You got to either slowly let off or let the car take over. And half the time you're letting the car take over.
Yeah, because you said like you flew out on Monday. You flew back from Vegas on a Monday.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But Preacher needed to get back to L.A. on Sunday, right?
So yeah, so Preacher needed to get home Sunday. I don't know. He wanted to get home by Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he couldn't find a plane ticket that he wanted that was his price range at the time. So he called up his mom.
What is his price range if he has
he said
$120,000?
He said he didn't want to spend $1,000 on a airplane ticket when it's only a 4-hour drive away.
Yeah.
So he called his mom, and his mom got in his Tesla and
Came out from LA.
Put the directions to Hoover's house, and just drove. And I was like, so how was the trip? She's like, I read my book. I was like, what? What do you mean? She goes, yeah, I just typed it in and just.
So, but technically, he could have had that car drive itself to get him.
See, I don't think it goes that far. I don't think we're there yet.
Okay, because I thought you had told me.
So you could be, so you have to be in the general area of the car. You can't be like, hey, pick me up the Improv, and the car leaves a parking lot from your house and goes pick you up.
So, but like when we were walking your dog the other night, you're like, we could be standing here,
right,
and I could call my car,
right,
to come get me.
Yeah. So you have to be a certain distance where you can just pick up your phone, and then the car would come to you. And the funny thing is, there's no keys, so the key is your phone. Yeah. So if somebody wants to rob you, they gotta take your phone too.
Right.
So they're like, let's say, like, get out of the damn car. Like, okay, man, sorry. You have your phone in the car in your pocket. They'll get it like a couple feet away, and the car will shut off.
And by then, the cops are on it.
Yeah, and the cops are on it.
Because you said on these newer ones, the security system is
Sentry mode.
It's constantly taking photos of
photos,
everything
360 photos. Even though it's an upgrade, that's what they get you. But he had it. It takes a 360 photos around the entire car. If you get near it, and the car will warn you. And remember Hal from Mystery Science Theater?
No, Hal's the computer from
I'm missing
2001 Space Odyssey.
Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that? The red
computer that takes over the station,
That comes on.
Oh, wow.
It goes Sentry mode on. And then he just it circles the car, and it's amazing. It takes snapshots, like little shots.
So what was it like? You get in the car, you send the driver's seat.
It realized I'm short, number one.
You did it?
Yeah, it automatically realized I was short and brought the seat to, like, it brought it, like, it just shoved me up, and then the steering wheel came up and came closer to me.
Man.
I was like, holy shit.
That's some Voltron Red Lion shit,
It pushed me up. Yeah, it was so Voltron. It was so Voltron. And then...
so then he puts in where he wants to go in GPS.
And then we backed out. The only tricky part is about it is, like, everything is, like, you can't just, like, turn around and look. You got to use the damn monitor to back up. So I was kind of like, I wasn't used to that.
You said the whole top of the car is like see-through.
You can do that too, but like it's kind of hard still to see.
So there's no rear view mirror?
Because the way it's built, it's like a dome.
Right.
It's like domes in the back. So you got to use the iPad to look. And I mean, it's just like a rear view camera, but I'm not used to that.
Right. Do you have a rear view mirror in the car, or it's just
You do.
cameras?
I mean, but it's whatever. I mean, it's there.
After using the cameras, you're like, nah.
It's camera. Everything's camera. And what else? Now, dude, it's just so fast from 0 to 60.
There's got to be something in there, like the car won't start if one of the cameras is malfunctioning or something like that. Like if
I don't know.
Yeah, because it just seems like you could fuck with everybody.
I want that car so bad.
Put a piece of electrical tape over everybody's cameras on those cars. You could really fuck them up.
That is a road comics dream.
Yeah, just to hop in and be like,
no. And if the only time it will tell you,
you need to take the wheel.
Yeah, like if it's like
it goes, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, if it gets like really heavy traffic, it kind of like, hey, get your hands on the wheel, bro.
If there's like a sporadic asshole driving next to you, it goes, I can't figure out what this guy's doing. Please take the wheel.
Take the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if it's like just like too like you want to get off, but it's just jammed traffic, it might tell you to.
Dude, I had one of those. I want to ride in one so bad now. I want one, but I want to ride in one. You know what's funny? It's like, 50 years ago, we were like, oh, by the time we hit 2020, cars are going to fly. And now we're just excited that a car can finally kind of drive itself.
Let's go test drive one.
We've lowered our standards.
Let's go test drive one.
I just got my experience report today. I am exceptional credit.
Well, I mean, you don't need exceptional credit to test drive, do you?
Really? Because every movie I've seen where people like have really nice cars, they're like, well, let's make sure you can afford it before we let you drive.
I got good credit. F them. Let's go do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go see it. Let's go tell them. We pretend we're gonna buy it, but we're not. We pretend we're
we're so slick.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I worked with Vinny Ward this past weekend. I was at the Doghouse in Daytona Thursday and Friday, and then I was at Oviedo. Have you done the Oviedo room for bonkers yet?
Nope.
It's amazing. It's like it's just a small. It seats like 200, but they run it like a theater show.
Okay.
So all the seats are facing forward. It was packed out, nice stage, good lighting, good sound. And dude, I wish I had recorded a special there because they were just an amazing audience. They were great. Towards the end of my set, I said something to the effect of like, okay, I want to do one more thing for you before I get out of here. And some guy in the front row goes, "Keep your clothes on." And everybody kind of laughs. And I go, why do I feel like that's exactly what your wife says every night when you're getting ready for bed? And it got a big laugh. And then he's like, no, because the guy that was here last time took his pants off. And I'm like, James John? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, big fat black guy, strips down to the thong. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you're good.
You're good. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I just felt like, what happened to this guy that as soon as I said, I want to do one more thing before I get out of here.
He's traumatized from that shit.
Oh, dude. He was,
James flat ass.
I got to do his show tomorrow, too, so I'm going to bring it up.
Whose show tomorrow?
James.
James.
I'm going to record an episode of
Lowdown. Lowdown. Okay.
Lowdown. Still humping over the new studio, huh?
Nope.
Maybe now that summer's over,
Maybe.
You'll be able to make it over there.
Maybe. But what time are you going over there?
Oh, I got to double check. I think they record at... What time do they record on Wednesdays? I think 1:30.
Yeah, see, that doesn't work for me.
Yeah, because you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It changed, though. He records twice a week over there now.
Oh, okay.
But backtrack while we were talking about. Had the shows. They went well. But Vinny Ward has a day job still. And he works for Nissan.
Okay.
He works for a Nissan dealership. I've been looking at the Rogues forever, even though my uncle tells me not to get one because transmission sucks. But I've liked them for a while. So I was talking to him about it, and he's like, yeah, you want to get like a 2019, 2020 Rogue? I can get it for you, you know, no money down, blah, blah, blah. What's your credit like, this and that? And then I said, yeah, but, you know, I hear the transmissions suck. You know, my cousin had one. She had to replace it twice. And he's like, yeah, there were issues with the 2017, 2018 transmissions. We've got that knocked out now, the 2019, 2020. And then he's telling me about like, oh, yeah, you know, they got the, the cameras that crash prevention. Not crash isn't the word they use, but
I know what you're talking about.
Collision.
Collision. It estimates or guesses how far you need to hit the brakes.
He's like, that's standard now and everything. And I'm like, you know, dude, if you told me this a week ago, I would have been so fucking over the moon impressed. But Preacher just bought a Tesla.
Yep.
Do you know what Tesla's doing? And he's like, yeah, but those are like 100,000. You're looking at like 20 grand. I'm like, doesn't change the fact that no matter what, even if I get, Preacher has ruined my new Rogue for me because no matter what happens when I get my new car, I'm like, doesn't drive itself.
The bitch part about Tesla is not like you can just fill it up with gas and go. Like, you better keep an eye on granted, the battery in that thing is...
We'll go 48 hours.
48 hours plus.
And
but
you give it another 5 years, and it's not even going to be an issue.
I think they're working on having a supercharge station.
Yeah.
Because like Hoover has a charge station in his house built in.
Right. And how long does it take to charge?
I think like 2 hours or 3.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen those on people's houses. Like.
Yeah, and his old solar panel, blah blah blah. So that's the kicker.
The technology will come. They'll get there.
Maybe in like 5 more years.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get like the bootleg Teslas, and they'll be cheaper by then.
Oh, you know what? Have you seen the advertisements for Grammarly?
What is that?
Basically, it's when you're on your computer and you're typing like anything, like say you got to do an essay or a resume. It's like spell check on steroids because it goes back through. And not only does spell check, but also if you're not using commas properly, or if there's a better phrase, or it tells you if this is a cliche, or it gives you alternate words if you used one word too many times. So like basically it tries to make you sound more intelligent when you're writing.
Is Microsoft Clippy?
It's like ultra though.
Okay.
Like it really does take your writing to the next level. And the commercial they have is this dude. He's like typing up his resume for his job, and he's using it, and it's offering corrections, and he's like changing and everything else. And his wife comes up behind with a cup of coffee, and he's like, I don't know. Do you think this sounds like me? And she's like, yeah. And then the next scene is, of course, he got the job, presumably because of his awesome resume that he typed up, and everybody's shaking his hands and patting his back. And I'm like, yeah, but you know the thing? Now you got to work with those people, all right? Like, you can fool them on a resume, But like the next day, they're gonna be like, "Remember Mitchell that we hired that had the awesome resume? I'm pretty sure he's illiterate.
Yeah, bitch can't write.
like his whole it's like fake tits. You know, eventually it looks good from a distance, but eventually people are. It's like those women that wear makeup all the time, and then you hook up with them, and you wake up next to them, and their face is still on the pillow in the morning, and then you see what they really look like, and you're, good God! Like, have you seen porn stars without their makeup? Like they put that clickbait on.
It's night and day.
It's ridiculous,
like,
man.
who the hell's that?
It's all lies.
Yeah, it's all lies.
It's all fake.
Well, Asian women do that.
Yeah.
They do that witchery. They do like amazing makeup.
Yeah.
Like they'll give themselves eyes and eyebrows and lips and nose and like, well, who the F?
Right.
Did you ever hear about that story about that guy that sued his wife?
Yep. Because she had got plastic surgery or something like that.
No, she just had makeup.
Oh, no. I read the one about the Asian dude that sued his wife. I think it turned out to be, what's that site that does all the...
Onion?
No. It does all the, was this real or was this a fake story?
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
You're just missing my...
BuzzFeed?
No, it's just Snopes. Snope.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
You don't know Snope? It's one of those places that like investigate stories to see if it's true or not.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Rumors. But yeah, the one I read was the guy was suing her because he found out that she had plastic surgery when she was a kid because he had kids with her and they came out looking like horrendous. And,
oh, you know what? This might be the same one.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Then he found out she had plastic surgery and he's like suing for misrepresentation.
Yeah,
like
false.
But with the Grammarly thing, I also think there needs to be a reverse Grammarly. Because say you use that resume to get that job, to work with those really well-spoken people. Now you need some sort of program that can decipher the work emails you're going to get from those well-spoken people. You know, it needs to be like, lately we found that our consumers are at 19% congratulatory ratings of blah, blah, blah. And then you click a button and it says, bitches be trippin'. You know? That's what you need, I think.
It'd be like, I'm trying to think of an example of like... like it's like a shitty text and it's just like fixing it automatically.
It's kind of like I think Key and Peele did a bit once with President Obama.
That's what you know what? Exactly. It's like what it meant to say was so, fuck you and everything you stand for.
Yep.
And I just want to say thank you for everything. Fuck this.
Yep.
Yeah, that was Key and Peele.
That's basically it.
Yeah. But what else is going on? Oh, we got the 9-year anniversary.
You have the 9-year anniversary.
What do you mean?
I think I have to bail.
What?
Yeah, so by the time you're listening to this on Thursday, unless you have our Patreon, I won't be at our 9-year anniversary.
You son of a bitch. Why?
Dude, here's what happened was...
Oh, dude, I don't want to do this stupid thing anymore.
What had happened was...
What?
I love how you're acting like this is the first you heard about this.
Can you just play along with the joke? Come on.
In fairness, I told you like 2 minutes before the show.
Come on.
So here's what happened.
Stay in character.
Like 3 weeks ago, someone hit me up like, hey, can you do a country club gig May 7th? Here's the money, 9 o'clock. And I said yes. 5 minutes later, Ken Miller hit me up. Hey, man, can you do the 9-year anniversary at the Improv on, what is it, the 7th?
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, I just took a gig for 9 o'clock. But you know what? They're down the road from each other. They're not too far. I'll tell you what, I'll swing in there. I'll open the show. We'll shotgun it. And then, you know, that'll be it. And he's like, nah, Kermit's hosting. And I'm like, okay, well, Kermit can host. And I'll swing in. I'll go up first because there's like 6 people on the show.
Right.
And I'm like, I'll just do my spot. And then I'll jet over there. And Kevin White's opening up for me at the country club gig. So I figure,
where is it at?
Champions Gate down in Davenport.
Yo, that shit is not close.
Here's the thing that sucks. Usually... if it was any other area, it'd be fine because you just hop on International or take Universal, you get to I-4. But the shit with Davenport, dude, when you get to that spot on I-4 right before Davenport, it's like you got
bottlenecks in.
Yeah, you got like 3 different main roads coming in. No one knows how to drive. Like I've gone to that point before where because Kevin lives down that area in Davenport, like same exit that I'm going to do this gig at. I've been a mile and a half away from his house before, sitting in traffic, and it's taking me 25 minutes. It will say on your GPS, you are 1.5 miles from your destination, travel time 25 minutes. Fuck that.
Yeah.
When are we going to fix that shit?
So you're not even showing up doing a set now.
I don't even think it's worth it, man. I would have to rush out of there, and then I'd still be late for the other thing.
So you canceled. Ken canceled. Pedro canceled.
Why Ken cancel?
Because he's at home being a nurse.
Oh yeah, how's she doing?
I don't even know what happened.
Good friend.
Yeah, whatever. She's in bed, man. Just leave. What's she gonna do?
What happened with Pedro? Why Pedro cancel?
He has to watch the kids. Oh no, he has meet the teachers.
Yeah, I got my meet the teachers Thursday, and I actually canceled the gig to go do that.
Yep. So
I totally get it.
So it's me, and so, who else?
It's you. It's Carmen Vallone.
Yep.
It's Catherine Maloney.
Yep. She's closing, I think.
Is she? I thought James Young was closing out.
Oh, I don't know. I gotta look at the list.
I don't know. James Young doesn't close out a show anymore unless he's getting paid more.
We're all getting paid $10, and he's gonna like it.
Well, everybody gets a little bit more money now that I'm not going to be there.
I take your cut.
There you go. And take it and bring it to me.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, whatever. It's the 9-year anniversary of the Orlando Improv. I'm hosting. Mike's not going to be there, but there'll be some other funny comedians. And whatever. By the time you hear this, it's going to be over. And there's no point in like promoting it saying, for free tickets, code word 9. Whatever. It's not going to happen.
I could ask Charlie Bowie if he wants to do it.
Who?
Charlie Bowie wants to do 9-year anniversary.
That's up to Ken, man. He's the one that does that.
That's up to me.
You know, if he shows up, he says, I want to go up, I'll just put him up any damn way.
Yeah, I'm texting him right now.
Really? You gonna text him right now?
He texts me, so I'm texting him back. Text me and I'll text you back.
All right, so what else we got to talk about?
Nothing, dude.
Nothing?
We ran out of stuff on episode.
Did we stalemate? At 46 minutes? Hey, that's not bad.
That's not bad for us.
Not bad.
Considering we both came in, you got anything? Nope, nothing.
We're thinking about that gym workout.
Yeah, I'm thinking about skipping it.
Are you serious?
Oh, man.
Come
know
on,
it's always
bro.
rough going back the first time.
Well, keep it low impact.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
No, low impact.
What's that mean?
It means that you won't be as sore as you think you're going to be next day.
Yeah, all right. We can go do some gym workouts. I brought my stuff.
I know you did. I see the bag.
Yeah, it's filled with Twinkies. I was hoping something would come up like the podcast ran late or something. I'm like, dude, I brought my stuff and everything. And instead, we're just gripping here to make it 13 more minutes.
Is that what's going on? We're gripping now?
Why?
We're
you know
filibustering?
What? We've done so many podcasts well over our time.
I'm shocked when I hear people do more than 100. Look how short my legs are. Oh,
more
shit.
than 100 what?
Podcast.
Yeah. Do you think we'll make it?
To 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy.
Do you think so?
It's afterward that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And, I mean, hell, our equipment costs more than most of these guys' podcasts. We get the most expensive equipment with the less viewers and on YouTube. What the hell, man?
I don't know, man. We never figure out the secret.
Can't figure it out.
We got to start pandering is what we have to.
Is that what it is?
I guess so.
Sanchez don't want to help, man.
What do you mean doesn't want to help?
He doesn't do shit.
He doesn't want to do it? What? I'll tell you, I miss the drawings he used to do for us every week.
Yeah, man, he stopped doing that, man. I don't know why. He
gave up on us.
Being a jerk.
He thought we were going to be an overnight success.
Yeah.
Or at least over 2 years success.
All he does
Sanchez, I'm sorry we let you down, man.
all he wants to do now is like cut his stupid grass.
He's got a lawnmower.
Yeah, he's got like a Tesla lawnmower. Stupid.
Yeah.
Hey,
At
like-
least he's out of the house, though, now. You know, before he just stayed in his cave drawing. Now he's actually going outside the house. It's like one of those agoraphobic folks. You know, you just got to take baby steps to get him out in public. Let's do lunch with Sanchez.
I can just hear him cursing us out right now.
Come on, Sanchez. Let's go to lunch. Let's hang out.
Sanchez doesn't do lunch, man.
Why not? He doesn't eat?
He eats just, you know. He has no gallbladder or some shit like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so like he shits like it's like a bird.
Well, the gallbladder
Like he eats
is
and
the
then
thing
just
that
shits out.
isn't that the thing that just turns things to bile? Isn't that what the gallbladder?
Yeah, so like his asshole gets ripped open every time he takes a dump.
Really?
Yeah, because like his
It's
poops
like
are
Wolverine every time the claws come out.
yeah, like they come out of his butt, like they just rip him open.
So his whole life is trying not to poop.
Yep. Like
So he drinks a lot of smoothies and things like that.
yeah, he's like on a juice diet now,
Really?
like a puss. And
How much you want to bet none of this makes it to air?
It's gonna make it to air. At least the audio part. That poor guy gets his butthole ripped open every day.
How much do you think you can talk about the guy that edits your stuff before he just...
Oh, the edits, all this shit's gonna be on our heads.
I just thought about it. If he really wants to, he has hours of recordings of our voice. He can just do that thing they do in every movie.
Oh, and chop it up?
Chop it up, and all of a sudden I'm making
No, you know why?
threats.
He's too lazy for that shit. There's no way.
No, dude. Anger drives a man.
Not with Sanchez.
Like revenge. Oh,
his time and laziness is way better.
Yeah.
His favorite thing is doing nothing.
He's really good at it, though.
He's a pro.
He's an amazing artist.
He's an amazing artist.
I love the fact that he won't do commissions, you were saying. Like, he draws something and either you buy it or you don't.
Yeah. You know what? I kind of like that he does that.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. I find it, I can't imagine someone telling you to, I want you to draw Spider-Man, but I want him like just jumping off of a car and in the background, you have like just like Venom kind of like chasing, like, shut up.
I'm going to draw it. You're going to like it.
Yeah, I draw whatever the F I want and you're going to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I think he's more focused on his comic book that's gonna be coming out soon and his web series.
No, you mean your comic book, or is this a different project?
Let's be honest. Like I had this, like, as much as I would love to be part of it, he is the drive behind it.
Yeah, but
I don't draw, I don't ink, I don't color.
You've been doing writing though, right?
I mean, okay.
That's story.
Story
is a huge part of a comic.
Sanchez's view on the story is way better than what I had.
Okay, so he's doing the writing now too?
I would say so, yeah. Like, I would be, if you could you give me 5% of the writing. And that's only because I gave the initial idea.
Oh, okay.
That's it. I was the initial idea.
So is this getting released as like a
web
solo
series?
Vanity? It's a web series.
Or it's gonna be kind of, we're not gonna do the print. If we do the print, I'll be shocked. But for the most part, it's gonna be straight to like internet / download / app. I'm not too sure the direction we should go, but definitely not print.
How many issues do you have ready to go?
I know it's an anthology and it's also short stories. So my safe bet, I would say there's at least 4 issues set to go. Well, you know what? Because I think he's gonna do it as a big bulk. It's gonna be like it's not gonna be like issue coming out in February, coming out in January. It's just one book.
It's gonna be like when Netflix releases a series.
It's all there. Boom, season 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, season 2. That's it. But in comic, which is smart to do because it's stupid nowadays. Because comic books now cost like almost $8.
Do they?
Hell yeah.
I know they were up to like $4.99, $5.
That's still expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I came out
I remember when $1.75.
Yeah, I was gonna say $1.75 was the most.
$1.25 was like what you were shooting for, but every now and then there'd be a special $2 one.
$2. It better be the hologram one.
Better be the 60-page.
Yeah,
with the
or
hardcover.
then like the covers all with fucking glitter, and
what's that one you got over there? Speaking of, you got it
comics?
rated at 8 point.
I got it graded. It's a Spider-Man anniversary issue 500. And then I got Stan Lee's autograph, Jay Campbell, he's an artist. Tim Townsend was the inker, and
Stan Lee's autograph. You won't be getting
Ramona
those
Jr. Yeah, he was another artist on it. Yep, you won't be getting this.
How much you think it goes for?
You know what, man? I think they effed me on the grade though. This should have been at least a 9.
I was gonna say
they effed me on the 8. I was like, you son of a bitches.
Just from a distance, the corners are all great. There's no creasing.
No, is perfect.
Yeah, this is like
they effed me on the grade. I don't know why.
Like some of the stuff I see, I imagine it's just the case actually, but like, yeah, there's something. Maybe that's it. Maybe that little tab in the corner there where they netch. Yeah.
Let me see.
Where they got you. Look at that little bottom corner there.
They did that, the fucks. That wasn't like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that was like that or not. That was Stan, that asshole. He grabbed my comic too hard and he bent it. The jerk.
Fucking Stan.
Stan Lee.
Someone owes you an apology.
He owed me.
What we need to do is get a van where we can do some quantum realm shit, go back in time, get your apology from Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, I did get the digital copy of Endgame.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You watched it yet?
Yeah, because after the podcast last week, we watched that battle scene.
We just watched the battle scene. That was all I want to see.
I was like, fuck, the boys hadn't seen it yet, and they wanted to see Spider-Man Far From Home. So I was like, okay, well, let me get... Because I prefer... I don't know why. I know you do most things digital. I prefer to have, like, the physical copy.
I'm done with those days, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It'll take me a little bit longer, I think. But
Why? It's just collecting dust later in the house.
yeah, but I like it. I like it having it. If I go on the road, I throw it in the DVD player. You know.
Same thing if you just pull it up on your laptop or whatever in your
Not
phone.
if you're in your car and you don't have a Tesla with a built-in Wi-Fi.
I don't have a Tesla, but oh yeah, it has built-in Wi-Fi, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Fucking amazing.
And then they like Spider-Man Far From Home, of course.
No, dude, I just love like I'll turn on my account and I just scroll and I have like a 50 movie catalog just looking at me like, even though I'll never watch them again.
Yeah, but then the thing that upsets me is like 3 months from now you're gonna be able to watch it for free on so many different forums, anyways.
Yeah, but then if it's free on some forum, then you can get it for like super cheap, like $2 or $3.
But you've already paid $20 for it.
No, not all movies. Like I'm like waiting for some movies to be cheap. Oh my gosh. This butthead's calling me and the phone's on. This is going to be weird. Hello? It's not working. It's hold up. Let me see if it works like this. I thought it connected to the Roadcaster, but it's not. Yeah, you're interrupting an important podcast.
What are you guys doing? Talking about comedy?
Killing the last 5 minutes off.
We were actually into a nerd realm of comic books. So this is Pedro Lima on the phone, by the way. And I didn't realize I had my phone on.
Don't give them my name. I just...
Well, they know who you are.
No, I know, but they don't know unless you fucking announce it.
I just announced it, so it's already over. And it's not like your voice is very, like, you have a very unique voice. So let's not...
It's like a squeaky voice. I get it.
Yeah.
So I hear you bailed on the 9-year anniversary show tomorrow.
Yeah,
me too.
Too many dads. There's too many dads in that thing.
Nah, dude, I bailed too. Ken bailed. Everybody bailed.
Son of a bitches.
You bailed? No, you didn't bail.
Yeah, I had to, man. What happened was I had been offered a gig out in Well, I've been offered a gig in Champions Gate at Country Club, and like an hour later, Ken called me up and offered me. He's like, "Hey, man, we're doing the 9-year anniversary on the 7th." I'm like, "Dude, I just picked up a gig, but if I go up like first, I can probably jet across town, make it to the other gig, and then just looking at it,
You're risking it.
yeah, there's no way." So I bailed. Ken bailed. I hear you bailed for the same reason I bailed on a gig Thursday. I had taken this gig in Ormond Beach, and then the schools hit me with Meet the Teacher on that day. I'm like, all right, it's more important that I go, do the shit with the kids and the teachers.
Dude,
and stuff.
I have a bunch of stuff. I had an interview today. I had my wife is in Utah for her job, so I got my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't, as much as my kids love being at the Improv, I don't want them there.
Yeah.
I don't blame you on that one.
It's no place for good people.
I don't want them there.
Speaking of which, if you're listening, come out to the Improv 9-year anniversary. But what do you have an interview?
Oh, yeah, but go support the 9-year anniversary.
It's going to be, minus Ken Miller, Pedro Lima, Myke Hurley. But
minus the 3 kings of comedy in Orlando.
That's right.
And then you
take
just...
that Trump.
You
Take that Trump, motherfucker.
and you guys just sprinkle us in. By the way, I like how I'm the punching bag. Hey, come out to see Orlando's 9-year anniversary. We have some of the best Orlando headliners. Oh, and Kermit.
Who said
And
that?
Kermit's going to try and MC it.
Thanks for the try, you fuck.
Yeah.
You know what you should do, Kermit? You should just give that to Jolly, and let's see where the chips land.
Yeah, it'll be a good show, man. I mean, last year it's going to be hard to top when we had Howie Mandel pop up.
That is going to be a hard top.
Yeah.
Oh, where he bought a joke for $15?
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
He bought a joke for $15?
I don't know if he bought it for 15, but he offered the kid money for a joke.
He offered. Well, the kid was in a position of either I make $15 or this fucking germaphobe is going to take my joke. Might as well take 15.
But wasn't this the kid who turned out when he was trying to buy it? He said, "I can't sell you that joke because it's not mine."
Oh, that's right. He said, I can't sell you that joke because it's not my joke.
I heard it from YouTube or something like that.
Maybe Howie was testing him.
Nah, I doubt it.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Yeah, you think? No, he's too nice.
He's looking for that easy money. Easy joke.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, well. I see that kid's better than me because I'd be like, it's yours. And then when he's like, calls me up, hey man, I paid you $1,000 for that joke and I saw it on YouTube. Someone's doing my jokes on YouTube? Plausible deniability.
So what's up, man? Why you call me for? What was the real reason?
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna say it because you guys are recording.
All right, well, let us get off real quick. We're wrapping.
It's got to be off the record. We're wrapping this
we're
up
at 30
anyway.
seconds anyways.
I don't trust. No, honestly, I don't give a shit. I'll say it, but I don't want it recorded.
No, I'm not going to record it. We're going to get off the phone because I have a feeling it's something
Well, let's just wrap this up.
We'll wrap this up.
All right, so this was episode 73 of the Obligatory Podcast with Kermit Gonzalez.
I'll be there in 3 weeks.
Myke Curley, Pedro Lima stopping by
In 3
via
weeks.
phone. And, if you're around, of course, go ahead and check out the 9-year anniversary at the Orlando Improv on that's the 7th, right?
Yes.
Okay. Or come out and see me at Champions Gate, Davenport, Florida on the 7th. Either way, hope you enjoyed your summer. We'll be talking to you next week with a whole new bit of nothing to talk about.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right. Later.